Bwana Alex Chamwada. Yes, indeed, we started this journey with you a couple of years ago, and not just yourself, most of those people who spoke today. Believe it or not, I have been listening to this conference since it started 2 o'clock in the morning my time, and it's now about 11 o'clock during the day. So you can imagine how exhausted I am, but I have learned a lot. I've listened to what each of those panelists have said. Dr. Njoroge is a good friend of ours. I really appreciate the last conversation in the last panel that was in. Picking out from Ombwe Gaida, she said a few things that are actually what we're going to talk about right now. Yes, I'm the founder of the Kenya USA Diaspora Circle. I'm also the chair emeritus. And what we have done is we started the journey of investing in Kenya many years ago. And what an important title you have in the theme of today, where you're talking about beyond remittances. We have done a lot of remittances to Kenya for many, many purposes, and bringing in diaspora Kenyans globally together to become purposeful in what they're trying to contribute into the Kenyan economy, running into the millions of shillings for many, many years. So as we progressed and moved forward, me and a few of my fellow directors, Mr. Chege is actually on the ground right about now. He's going to speak up to me. Came up together and we decided to carry with us a team or a group of investors. And this is where Ombwe Gaida is actually being referred to, because you talked about working collectively. So we have a team of about 100 diaspora investors who have come to Malindi and who are investing in a holiday away from home, a home away from home. What you're trying to do is we're putting up 2 and 3 bed units, high end, and we have about 12 penthouses. The place is actually about 40 to 50% sold out. And it's a concept that was actually developed by us diaspora ourselves, because this is where we want to come. And I'll tell you why we want to come and visit and be a part of the Kenyan dispensation as we move forward, because some of us have been in this country for too long. Our kids are big, as an example, and I'm using myself as a prime example of the diaspora team that you're bringing into the country. I have 4 children. My firstborn son is a pilot at American Airlines. My second-born child is a doctor at Emory. He's an anesthesiologist at Emory Hospital in Atlanta. My third-born is a is a banker, and the fourth-born is a Hollywood screen and movie writer. I want these kids to come to Kenya to get to know what Kenya is. Some of them were born in Kenya, and they don't know that history of Kenya. What they normally do is they go visiting other countries in the world to do tourism and other activities, because they're all over they keep on flying all over the place. But myself, David, and the other team members that we have, and all the investors that we have, are bringing to Kenya this particular group of Kenyan kids who are now adults to come and discover Kenya through Malindi, where we are putting up those units, where we are going to be home away from home, where these kids can also work remotely, because these are global citizens, they work from anywhere. We want these kids to come to Kenya, they explore Kenya, they bring their friends to Kenya, then from Malindi, they use that as a base to go to their countryside rural homes and get to know who their families are, the blood and bones of where we come from. That is what it is. And then secondly, us ourselves, we are now retiring, we are about to come home. My feet are in both worlds, and you can see already my partner, David, is already in the country working with us to do what we're trying to do in Kenya. This is a project that is inviting all of us to be a part of. It doesn't have to be just the diaspora returnees. Even people from Kenya want to be a part of this gated community. And David, if you can hear me, maybe you can take it away from here.
Yeah,
and run with the program.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Just to reiterate and tell the story, we are diasporans, ex-emeritus. Ex-emeritus diasporans who have lived in the United States for many years. For our project, again, it's a project that consists of 106 units. Of those units, we have 12 penthouses. 96 consists about half 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, running at, on average, the 2 bedrooms run at 13.5, and the 3 bedrooms run at between 14.5 and 15, depending on where you pick it up from what level. What is, this project was born out of our experiences as diasporans from working on a previous project. We had started out as initially supposed to be a 300 home project, ended up being 57 homes. We brought the experiences we had to this project by hiring the best developers. Our experience with the prior developer was that we were not able to guide it or to see what it is we wanted. Now, something else that's special about this particular investment and this project. This project was designed so that the investment works for itself. Specifically, if you buy a home using a mortgage, and you can in fact use a K-mark mortgage to buy yourself a home, so it's available. With a mortgage and the service fees, these apartments will give you between 30 and 40,000 shillings per month back, right? 30 to 40,000 back, and it will be paying for the mortgage and servicing itself. So pay for itself in about a period of about 5 to 6 years. And it will do that at 50% occupancy. That means that that house only has to be occupied 50% of the year. So anything above and beyond that is yours, okay? So there is more to us than what I just shared. I will just tell you a short story that I did heard, and this is for us as diasporans. There was a gentleman, he was driving along the road, and he actually saw a lady. She was carrying a basket on her head, and he gave her a ride in the back of his truck. And when she got on the back of the truck, he drives down a little bit on the road, and he noticed that she still had the basket on her head. Okay, so he stopped the truck and said, you know, you can't put the basket down beside you. And she looked at him and said, you know, sir, thank you so much for giving me a ride. I didn't want to trouble you by giving you any more work. Now, why am I telling you that story? Because we as diasporans go out and get experiences elsewhere. But we also need to share those experiences and help change the mindset of the people around and with us. We are building, our project is about, I'll tell you 2 quick stories, and then I'll just finish up. Why did we do the project in Malindi? Why did we do it in Kilifi? First of all, you may or may not know that Malindi was a town that has had many Italians. Many of them moved on during the COVID era. In addition to that, many Italians got, the government forgiveness, so they could return back home. So there is a semi-vacuum in Malindi, okay, for things that need to be done or things that could be done. That's one reason you need to consider it. Number 2, when we first told that I could go do a project in Malindi, our project is about $8 million, or about 1.1. I was told you have to go down before you do the project and talk to the governor. Now, imagine when you're diaspora, you're told you have to go talk to the governor. You think, what's your first thought in your mind? Aha, yes, exactly right. You're thinking somebody wants a share. So we went down and we talked to Governor Wanjiru. He welcomed us and his deputy. And he said, we'll work with you, we'll support you. And in fact, he told his team members right there about helping us get the approvals, okay? So there's a commitment and support from them. Number 2, we did the groundbreaking about 4 or 5 months later. And about 4 or 5 months later, we invited the governor. He was not able to come, so he sent 3 women representatives. So for the day, we had the MCA and the school kids, and they sang and played, and we had a great time and a great day. Now, I had been told by some friends, when you have your government representative comes, you need to give them funds for fuel, right? Facilitation. So I was thinking, okay, I do have to give them facilitation. How much do I have to give them? So that evening, I was at the hotel, and I sent 25,000 shillings to the first representative. And then I finished. And then I sent another 25 to the next representative. Okay, no sooner than I had done that, then 2 minutes later the phone rang. And there was a voice on the other line and said, excuse me, you just sent me 25,000 shillings, and I think you did that by mistake. Okay, so first of all, I was flabbergasted, right? So because how many Kenyans do you send 25,000 shillings to? I'll call you back and say, hey, you sent me 25,000 shillings by mistake. Okay, so I said, No, this is David. We spent the day together, and I was advised that when you as Governor Srinkam was supposed to facilitate, and she said, David, we had a really wonderful day. We enjoyed the time we spent together, and we had a great time with the kids, and this was not necessary. And I said, thank you so much. You know what you could do? Please take the monies and donate it to the school and the kids who came to us. And she said, I will do that and send you a receipt. And a couple minutes later, the other lady called me and she told me the exact same story. So that is how we knew we had the right people and we're in the right place to do an investment project. That is a story about Kilifi County. One last thing, because we were also former financial, we're in the financial sector, and there is a topic we're very interested in, and we would like to invite you all and diasporans to share and speak with us on this. It's really about financial inclusion. And the short of it is, we've all talked about the 5 to 6 billion that's coming. But the question is, how included are you as diasporans in that? And so we're interested in working on the aspects of inclusion and collecting views from all interested investors. And so it's beyond it's actually beyond diasporan remittances. So please reach out to us. We're out there. But I'd like to thank Alex for the opportunity and for what you have done in bringing us together to network and to have dialogue. I would say that's what makes a difference for all of us. So I thank you all, and I thank you kindly for sitting and waiting to hear us speak. So go well and go forth. We'll speak again next time. Thank you.